In the history of the whole world, there's nothing worse than a weak man. In the history of all of human existence, there is nothing worse than a weak man. A weak man will say anything, do anything. A weak man leads to the fall of our society. A weak man is afraid of stronger men. Why? Why? Sometimes I get scared. I do. When I walk into a situation, I live off of MLK. It's kind of a rougher area. And when I'm coming down the street and I see a 6'4" tranny with hands bigger than my head, I'm like, damn, it's finna be punch out, punch out. And I make a determination. I'm gonna hit this nigga in his goddamn Adam's apple. I'm hit the nigga in the solar plexus. I'm gonna catch him in his motherfucking kidney. I'm gonna try my best to disable this person because I can't live in fear, because I'm a free person, because I'm a man. But when men live in fear, it destroys the whole society. I want to make it very, very personal. This is very personal to me. I heard a gentleman say that black communities, there's too much crime, and the only thing that black men respect is white power. And so you should send the National Guard to predominantly black areas. And I said, damn, if that's not the weakest idea I ever heard in my entire life, you want to send the National Guard on black people? No, hold on, wait. Before we can get to black people, because I'm black, I'm an American. I'm an American first. You want to use the American military on American people because you're scared of men? Oh my God. Oh my God. He's not the only one. It's like an epidemic of weak niggas in America. Weak ass men are taking control of America. Number one, it's because of feminism. Feminism gave weak men the ability to hide in plain sight. It has. You see, I gotta say, I want women's rights, not because I really want women's rights, because I don't want to have to fight the strong man. That's why you want women's rights. What's good for her is good for me because I'm equivalent to her because I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. If I want to use another man to beat up another man because I'm afraid of that man, I'm a bitch. I'm a coward and a bitch. Any man who says they want to put the military on American people, any man who says they want to use the military on black people is a coward and a bitch, man. This whole idea of black fatigue. Niggas running amok in America. You think talking down on black people is going to save this country because you're afraid of who you are? I walk down the street and I see some boy who's strung out on drugs, bent over in the fentanyl lean, and he's dirty and he stinks. And I think the solution to this person is to put him in prison. Like this is illogical. Now this other gentleman, this other person, this is personal to me. It's personal to me. This gentleman said, black boys are committing crimes in America, and what you need to do is lock them up. Lock up black boys. Lock them up and put them in jail. And I said, shit, another coward and a bitch. What kind of man, what kind of person, what kind of human being, a bitch and a coward, would advocate to send children to prison? Like, I don't even think about the bad guy down the street because the nigga really don't affect my life. Like, he's thugging and shit like this here and doing petty crimes because he ain't got shit. He ain't got shit. Can we talk about the economics of prison? It costs like $30,000 to send a person to prison. $30K on average in America. It costs $30,000 to put a man in prison. And so instead of investing $30,000 into this person having housing, and in Houston, one bedroom apartment costs $1,000. So you put that over 12 months, that's $12,000. Add $500 worth of food per month, 12 months, that's another $6,000. That's $18,000. You can save the American government motherfucking $12,000 or whatever the number is. You can save the 30, you know what I'm saying, I'll just calculate. You can save the government money by not sending niggas to prison. But instead of saving the government money, you want to spend more taxpayer money because you're afraid of men. Because you're afraid of me. You look in the mirror and you say, goddamn, I can't compete. I can't compete with goddamn Big Bobo, 6'8" down the street. I can't compete with that nigga, so put that nigga in jail. Send the National Guard, you fucking coward, you fucking bitch. Oh my God. You men know who I'm talking to. If you don't like what I'm saying, you can see me. And I can't fight. I can't defend myself. I swear to God. I swear to God. You're going to have to break your hands on my face. Because I'm going to do something to harm you. I swear to God. You fucking cowards and bitches. There's nothing worse in a society than weak men. I was in the military. I played football. I've been to prison. You know what happens in prison? Man, prison is one of the most honorable places I've ever been to. Hell yeah. Because it's a bunch of men. And if you go to prison talking like a fucking hoe and a bitch, they'll mollywop your ass. Say, shut the fuck up. Go sit in the goddamn corner. And you don't want to be in a room with that man because you know he'll make you go sit in the corner. You know it. And so you'll call for the National Guard. You'll call for the National Guard. You can't handle a 14-year-old boy. You can't conceive of dealing with children. And so you'll say, put the police in his life. You're a hoe, a coward, a bitch. You're a weak man. I didn't say you're not a man. Of course you're a man. But weak men hide behind police. Weak men hide behind the army. Weak men hide behind their wife. Weak men hide behind feminism because weak men don't want to defend shit. They want to call the police like a bitch. They want to call the National Guard like a bitch. They want to run scared like a bitch. They don't want to stand in front of no man because a man will treat you like a bitch. Shut the fuck up. Bend over. Wash my drawers. Give me something to eat. You bitch. Get off the internet. Don't you never advocate to send no man to prison because a man will send you to heaven. Go talk to sweet Jesus. Don't you never advocate to send no child to jail because I will send you to heaven, you fucking punk bitch. And when I say send you to heaven, I mean I'm finna pray and ask God to have mercy on your soul because you're a coward and a hoe and you don't deserve the air in your lungs. I'm sweating because weak men make me angry because they'll destroy a society. They'll destroy a nation. They'll destroy a family. They'll destroy an entire community because they don't have the courage to be a man. Men do hard shit. Men go to war and die. Why? Because that's what I'm supposed to do. That's my prerequisite to having muscles and some fucking nuts. Nigga, I will die for everything that I love. And you trying to shit on the black community, black people, America at large, children, women, all the people who can't defend themselves. Yeah, motherfucking the criminal down the street, the nigga can't read. He can't defend himself. He's intellectually handicapped. And you want to beat up on the handicapped nigga because you can use some words. Let me punch on you. Let me punch on you. You punk motherfucker. Talk about sending the National Guard on black people. You watch clips from the civil rights and every civil rights governor and shit like this. They're talking about send the National Guard to keep niggas out of school, to keep niggas out of diners. And now you want to send the National Guard to my community because you're a punk and a bitch. You fucking hoe. I want to slap you. I want to spit in your face. Not really. I'm just being figurative with my language. I want to articulate how angry I am about a person who's wishing harm to young people and black men like me and men like me in America.